right, guys, good to see you back. This is Berean Scholar, and thank you for being a part of this channel. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and click the notification button to make sure you stay up to all the new updates, the new video we upload. A while ago, I posted a video called "The Russian Icons." The books, a video talk about the painting of the biblical characters before the 14th century, 15th century. And also I did a video called if colors of the skin didn't matter. And it also talked about the color of the art that you see today in Bible study books and Bibles that you see every day. All the white images of Jesus and the white image of the disciples and all the characters about being white. And then it hit me. Wait a minute.
Information we get today is just whack. But ask yourself, why is that? But ask yourself, why is that? But ask yourself, why is that?
What was the key catalyst that made everything change? Hey, let's take a deeper dive into this. Watch this.
And let you all know what one of my recent purchases was, and I'm very happy about it. I purchased the infamous and quite coveted in certain circles Russian Icons book. I bought it from eBay. Granted, my version is actually in Italian, but it's still the same. It's still by Father Vladimir Ivanov. I bought it for $235 with shipping at $13, so it came to $248. So that's a steal, and that's much better than paying $1,000 or better for it, or the original asking price, which was $450.
Wow, did you hear that? $400? Video I seen from one of my other colleagues showed how some of the old books that have the information that you're looking for are always priced $400, $800, $1,000. Why is that?
Things that make you go, these aren't jokes. These are thoughts. These are things that make you say.
I wanted to show you all some of the actual paintings inside, I guess for artistic and factual historical purposes. Some of what the Byzantine Empire, or what some of the paintings look like during the Byzantine Empire. So roughly during the 1500s or prior. Just keep in mind that we will find that as time progresses, or as it becomes closer to the modern period, some of the paintings inside become lighter, as in the pigments, the skin tone of some of the biblical figures depicted become much lighter in hue. So just keep that in mind. That will be one of the themes we discuss tonight. So let's begin. So once again, Russian Icons, or I guess, the Great Book of Russian Icons by Father Vladimir Ivanov. Okay, so once again, this copy is in Italian. This came in the mail today, and I was going to maybe compile a video later on, but I just got super excited, so here we go. Definitely some clergymen, but I'm not sure if they're like Orthodox Jews or who exactly they are, or Catholic. Please forgive me for my lack of knowledge in that regard, but here's the picture here. And okay, here's the one that we start out with. You could see these individuals. Actually, I think they might be Russian or from somewhere in Europe, but you could see the first picture they have is of the Madonna, so Mary and Christ. Unfortunately, you can't really see a face, but icons are these historical pictures and historical paintings that are usually kept in temples. Or I'm sorry, not in temples, but in churches or in like cathedrals. So here you can see this picture, and then you can see another one later on. And here you can see other pictures as well. And see what it looks like. And here's one. So you can see where the skin is kind of darker in hue, but that's not the darkest it gets. That's just one example. And once again, you can see it's in a European church or cathedral, it looks like. Too bad there's no commentary on this page. Okay, so here's another picture of Christ and Mary. And this is an old picture. And it says, let's see what century this is from, because that's important too. Actually, it says it's Russian iconography from, I believe, the 2nd to the 12th century. And these are just the next few pages of information describing it. But here is a picture. So it says Icona de la Madre de Dios, so icon of the Mother of God. So I suppose that's supposed to be Mary. Let's see when this was. It's showing this one at the beginning of the 12th century. And then this one over here is another picture of an individual. I'm not really sure what that person's name is. Okay, so here we can see another picture. This one is another picture of Mary as well. And at the top, it looks like they're like angels or saints with the little halos around. Now this picture is kind of grainy, but we can see the darker pigment here. And guys, the reason why I'm stressing the darker pigment is because I want you all to conceptually contrast these paintings and the hues of these paintings with what we see later on in the Renaissance period, where pictures of Christ, pictures of biblical figures, pictures of the angels are very European and white, light, bright, in pigment. So it's a great contrast, and that's why I keep stressing that, just so that you all see what original photos may have looked like. And then I do have something shocking at the end to show you all. Earlier when I mentioned Saint Giovanni, please replace that word with John. You learn something every day. In Spanish, John is just Juan, so I didn't see Giovanni coming. So here's this. You can see an angel. And you can see, perhaps it looks like someone might be being ordained. I'm not sure what's really happening. But you could just see here. I guess these are supposed to be some of the apostles. So we can see how he looks. And this one, let's see who this one is referring to. Oh, St. John the Baptist. Okay, so I guess it's showing the difference between John, I'm guessing the Revelator, and John the Baptist. And this one is from the 16th century. John the Baptist, yes. Okay, so this is of the prophet Elijah again. Okay, let's see who these are. So this one is supposed to be Father, I don't even know that name. Something the Great? I'm not sure. But that one is from the 16th century. And you can see this one is supposed to be Saint Nicholas. Right here. And that one is Saint Nicholas again. And we can see the individuals in the background. Or if it weren't what was seen at one point. Black people weren't just an anomaly. I dare say they were even in rule. Fight me on that one. Okay. Ooh, okay, so this one is supposed to be a great miracle of the martyr St. George and the serpent. Anyways, let's look at St. George on the horse, and we could see he's got the halo around him, so he's holy. Look at his hair. And look at his skin. St. George the Dragon Slayer. Okay, so this one is supposed to be of the apostle and evangelist St. Matthew, not Paul, forgive me. So we can see that here. St. Matthew is very studious at what he's doing. Look at the hair. And look at the skin. Look at the face. Okay. Ooh, okay, so this is another picture of St. Nicholas. Once again, let's focus on the hair and the face. And we already disproved the myth that a lot of the pictures are just dark due to time and due to elements and ash and smoke and whatever reasons they'd like to come up with. That's true in certain cases, but not in the case within this book, because we saw that there is another painting from the 1300s, 200 years older than the darker painting from the 1500s. And that other painting from the 1300s was much lighter and held up to the test. So, and just mind you, this book was composed or put together, published in 1988. So I don't think it did that much aging in 30 years, 20, 30 years than it would have done in hundreds of years. So, yes, people. This is what they don't want you to see.
Information we get today is just whack. But ask yourself, why is that? But ask yourself, why is that? But ask yourself, why is that?
So here is a picture, I believe, of St. Peter. This is Mary and Christ, and look, Christ literally has an afro. So, if that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what does.
Things that make you go, You know, these aren't jokes. These are thoughts. These are things that make you say,
Here's another picture of Christ and Mary. So that one's really interesting. This one's from the 17th century, so the 1600s. You can see the little note right here. So I'm just going to skip to the part that surprised me in the end. So in the end, it shows different individuals, I guess iconographers painting. And okay, that part's not surprising. But look at these individuals painting. And you can see he's painting one that's a little bit darker. But what got me is this one. This painting that everybody shows, or this picture. Look at the original picture. Here, and you can see this Russian iconographer. This original painting. And look at how he's painting it now. He's whitewashing it completely. He's got that one right next to him. And now he's completely copying it, the robe and all. With the fist. Look at the fist, or the hand, I guess. Look at the hand here. Which once again, we see that symbol. And I guess they're showing his hand in a different position. But look at how it's being whitewashed.
Wow, you can see them doing it in the act. Whitewashing history.
And this is just showing someone like reading, I guess. And you can see how they have the older versions, the older Byzantine icons versus the newer European version of Christ that we're all accustomed to. And look at how they're painting now.
They actually looked at the original and whitewashed it. Look at this.
But that one was a surprise that I wanted to show you all. So I'm glad that that picture is actually in this book.
Hello fam. Have you ever wondered about the true diversity of the biblical world, especially the role of Black people in shaping our faith's history? I've been on a transformative journey unraveling this rich heritage, and now you can come along with us through the Berean Scholar YouTube channel. I invite you to explore teachings, scientific explorations, and historical research that shine the light on our profound connection to biblical stories. Discover with us how DNA evidence and scholarly discussions reveal the undeniable presence of Black people in the Israelite community. It's time to deepen your understanding and see your reflection within the sacred pages. Please remember to like, click subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay up to date with Berean Scholar channel.